What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video today. I'm going to be unboxing something that honestly I'm a little shocked by. I actually bought like 6 figures from one person in the past couple weeks, and it's going to be, as you guys know, Ant-Man from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, before we get into this, let me go ahead and warn you, I also have the Wasp, who will be featured later in the video, but I'll have a separate unboxing for that figure. But I'm actually sort of excited to unbox this thing, so hope you guys are as well. If you haven't already, hit thumbs up button, subscribe. I know like 50% of you watching this video right now, before I even unbox this, 50% of you are not subscribed to the channel and you're watching this video, and you will watch a bunch more. So click the button. It's awesome. Let's get into the unboxing. Let's go. Here we go, we've got Ant-Man. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. Now, I don't know what order I've actually released these videos in, but I do have the Wasp, so you can check out the review on the channel. Either it's already up or it's already be up. I don't know, stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already done so. But here we go, Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is a controversial Ant-Man. Look at this nice little box art, right? Kind of dig that. So yeah, MMS 497 right there. We've got a little Ant-Man symbol on the side. We've got a nice little whodunit back here on the back. Ant-Man there. Yeah, simple box, right? Boom. Let's see what's in this thing. And let's go from there. And oh, disappointing again, just like the Wasp. All right. All right. So the Wasp didn't really have a box insert either. It had something similar to this. This is disappointing. I don't know why they kind of skimped out on that. That kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. I appreciate the artwork and the photos they do with these things. This is not all that great. All right, let's go ahead and get into Ant-Man here. You got here. Just like Wasp, we do have one of these things, little cardboard cutouts. Stuff I won't use, but I know some people like them, so there you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't use these. Whatever. Get out of here. Let's get into the figure. Hope you guys are excited about this one. I am. Purely because as much as I really kind of gave this figure a hard time because it's a portrait, I think it'd be fun to pose. And that's why I picked this up. Not because I'm an Ant-Man fan, not because I really think the portrait's amazing. I think it'd be fun to pose. And that's why I picked it up. So there we go. So, yeah. And by the way, I've got, if you are wondering, like I said, I already got Wasp. Let me think there for a second. Wasp. I've also got Gamora, Star-Lord, Nightmare Batman, Justice League Batman. Hellboy's coming. I got, anyways, a bunch of figures coming. So subscribe if you want to see more unboxings, because there's a whole bunch of stuff on the way, including a giant Sideshow collectibles box. So stay tuned for that. But here's our figure. This is a pre-owned figure, so when you get yours, if you get it new, you might have more plastic bits going around. I did get this pre-owned. I am not afraid to buy pre-owned figures. I know some people ask that from time to time. I'm not afraid of it because, you know, you have to ask the right questions. So there we go. That's cool. That's a good looking figure. Like, the head is good proportioned. I like the little ab section going on here. I like how it looks like an ant. That's cool. Yeah, I dig this. I think this, the color scheme's great, especially when I put him next to the Wasp, which is, you know, yellow, red, blue, that color. This is really going to pop, which I think is a good design choice for Marvel. But nice little metallic paint they've got going on here. Nice little carbon fiber weave up here like we had before on Wasp. This is kind of flat. I would have liked to see something a little more interesting up here. But right here in the eye, you can actually see through the lenses. You can see the eyes. So that's actually pretty neat. A little easier to see on the Wasp because of the yellow versus the red. But nice patterns all the way. Got some nice elbow guards. If you want to go skateboarding, he's protected. So he's got there. And shin guard and knee guards, he's good. He could totally go skateboarding. So there you go. But I like this. I like the little weave pattern we've got going on in here. The silver, the chrome, the dark, the graphite. This isn't quite black. I don't know how it's come across on camera. It is black, but it's not like a dark, like pure, like super black. And that might be just the light hitting it, but it reminds me of like a dark graphite color more than a black. And I kind of dig that as well. Nice zipper action going on back here. And yeah, I kind of dig it. Let's see if it'll move any. Oh, okay. What we got going here? This is Velcro? Yeah, it's Velcro. Okay. So I heard it. That's not bad. What else we got? We got a little double bend action going on. Oh yeah. Again, we're gonna have to deal with this this material increasing. I'm not terribly worried about it. I'm gonna pose it, have some fun with it. With this, oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. You can actually look up a pretty good bit. Oh, okay, that comes off. Light up function. All right, we'll deal with that later. Are the batteries in there? No, sure. Oh, no, the batteries are right here. So they're not in there. So that's kind of cool. We'll have to mess with that a little later. I'm not really expecting it to be super bright, but it's nice that it's there. Yeah, so we got that. What else can we do? We got double bend there. Ab crunch. Yeah, not so much on the ab crunch. You can see there's definitely padding going on here. You can feel it underneath the suit and on the body. So there's definitely some muscular padding going on right here. So going ab crunch might be a little tough, but if we work it a little bit, yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. You can actually hear it. Listen to this. You hear that? Okay. So this is me twisting this thing. That's interesting. All right, so legs up. Fairly good bit. Not terrible. And then legs going back. Not bad. Double bend on the knee. We can do whatever we want there, so that's fun. And then we do have a split boot. So I think we're gonna have some fun with that. Maybe? No? No! Come on now. It's definitely a different hip. It's definitely a different piece from that, but that might take us a minute to get some posing on, so we'll have some fun with that. Overall, just first impressions of the speaker, I think it's gonna be something that's gonna actually stand out on the shelf. Definitely gonna super excited to add this to my in-game collection, because obviously I don't think we're gonna get an in-game Ant-Man, but so he's going to go on my in-game display, I think. Him and the Wasp, and amongst other figures that I've got coming inbound. So pretty good looking there. Here's the portrait. Everybody is jumping up and down about, raising hell, and myself included. But I gotta be honest with you guys, in person, it's not that bad. I think the photos really blew this one out of proportion. And no, it's a silly grin. No, I'm not going to deny that. It's not 100% like, you know, what you expect. I think the previous version of this probably had a better expression, but in hand it's less offensive than it was in the pictures. But I wanted this because I'm gonna have some fun posing it, and that's really the reason I wanted this. So I'm probably gonna use this on a number of occasions. We'll see how it goes. When I do like collection updates, we'll see kind of what Ant-Man trouble gets into, but I like it. I like it for what it is. You know, it's, again, not my favorite portrait, my favorite expression, but I think depending on the pose you have that guy in, that might be kind of fun to mess around with. So there's that. Guys, these are still available, I'm pretty sure, at Sideshow Collectibles. I'm pretty sure Ant-Man and Wasp is still available there. So if you decide after watching this, you want to pick one up, follow the links down below. If you do, it helps out the channel. That'd be awesome. But you might already have this figure and have had it for a long time. We do have the Shrunken Lab. This is actually a pretty cool feature. I dig this one. Nice little details going on the top. We got our little satellites going on and antennas and whatnot. And we got our handle here that extends a little bit or doesn't extend. Pretty sure it extends. I don't know. I just did that. But I'm pretty sure either there's another. Oh, there. There we go. I'm sitting here going, did I break it already? No, it has a separate piece, so you can actually wheel it around. So I was like, hey, I broke it already. But no, I didn't. So take that, commenters. I didn't break it already. We got down here, we got some wheels. The wheels actually turn. So I think that's a pretty nice piece. It was clearly a pivotal function in the Ant-Man and Wasp film. And I think they did a good job replicating that, so that's kind of cool. Obviously, we do have handles that extend, so it's kind of cool. This piece right here was for the neck piece. If we change out the portrait, I guess we can go ahead and do that. So this actually, we pop this guy off. Here we go. This piece right here goes right there. So we should be able to just slide that back there. Yep, just like that. And then we should be able to put on our silly grin portrait on here and see what it looks like on the actual figure. So here we go. What do you guys say? It is silly. It's 100% silly, no question. That is a silly grin. But I don't know. Depends on the pose. It's a ridiculous grin. I think it's just the teeth, maybe. I think that's what's bothering me. I think the teeth. Like, look how far forward the teeth are. If they were recessed a little bit, maybe it'd be less offensive. I don't know. Regardless, I'm going to have fun with it. That's what it looks like. Here's that. What else? We got a bunch of hands. Got some grasping hands. Or crawling hands. I don't know what hands these are used for. Maybe whatever. Fisted hands. We've got his little, I'm going to, shrink and get big hands. Those are kind of nice. Nice little metallic paint going on there. That's nice. And then I think just like the Wasp, we've got a tiny Ant-Man. Come here, you. Get out of there. We've got a tiny Ant-Man. Woo, there you go. Super small. Tiny Ant-Man to go here, which looks nice. And then we've got those two little round discs that they throw and make stuff large and small. So those are really, really quite small. So I kind of dig this. So I think what we're going to do, here's our little stand here. It is not a flight stand, it's just a regular crotch grabber stand. Kind of dig it. Again, it doesn't say Ant-Man, it says Scott Lang, just like Wasp. Kind of weird. But I think what we're going to do, we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to get this guy posed up, have some fun, and see what we can come up with.
All right, so the first pose we got up here, guys, is one that actually never could happen, but I just like posing my figures this way. This one's actually a little bit creepy if you got the batteries in there, which I do have, and maybe in the later pose I'll actually showcase that. But we have Ant-Man here, and I just want to do something super simple. You can put him on the shelf and have him look good, and this is really what I came up with. So I did include, if I can get down here, the building, because that made sense to do that. I did include the crotch grabber because honestly, I just had difficulty getting him to balance real quick. It's not terrible. I just I kind of did it quickly. But I want to look at this portrait as he swings around here, and I know I was a little bit harsh on it, and rightfully so. I wasn't the only one, but the portrait is silly, but it's not all that terrible. No, it is kind of bad. I'm fighting with this one because honestly, the Ant-Man character is fun. The Paul Rudd character is fun. He does silly things. He says silly things. Gets himself in trouble, and the portrait kind of lends itself to that. It's definitely not 100% Paul Rudd, no question about that. But I don't know. I find it kind of fun. It's a fun portrait. It deserves a little bit of criticism or a lot of criticism for accuracy, but there's that. But let's get on to the pose. I have him pretty much a wide stance. I've got him holding the helmet, which he definitely would not do, I don't think. I mean, some of the scenes he could hold the helmet, but the reason I say he wouldn't hold the helmet in this case is because literally in the eyes of the helmet, you can actually see the eyes popping through if you turn on the LEDs, which is kind of creepy. So he's literally holding a headless helmet. But I think it's fun. The material on the suit, easy to pose, no issues there. So this is our first pose. I've got him holding his little shrink device there he can throw, and I've got the lab down at the bottom. I think this works. I think it's just fine. I think we can do a little bit more fun with this thing, so let's go ahead and make that happen. All right, so next up, guys, I wanted him in an action running pose. Super excited about this. I like this one. The suit is not terrible to pose around. You're definitely going to have some creases as we look kind of in here around the hip area. You're definitely going to have some creases in there. Very similar to like a Spider-Man suit, but it feels like it's a more forgiving. It feels like it's a little tougher, a little thicker maybe than a normal Spider-Man suit. I think it's just fine. I think it'll hold up. Obviously, if you go crazy with it and have crazy creases in it for a long period of time, you're going to have a problem. But the coloring, I think, looks fantastic. I think the silver, the chrome, the red, the black, everything, the texture on this thing looks great. And I like, I'm kind of having fun with Ant-Man. Now, I do have the unboxing and posing review, whatnot, of the Wasp. So I did get the Wasp because you can't have Ant-Man without the Wasp. I'm actually somewhat surprised as we zoom in here on this helmet with this light up feature there. That's pretty sick, right? That's super cool. The Wasp also has that feature. I'm actually surprised the Ant-Man and Wasp figures, the movie was so great, and the head sculpt and portrait on Wasp is so awesome. I'm surprised that more people are sleeping on that figure. And if you're going to get Wasp, I feel like you got to get Ant-Man. So people are sleeping on both figures. I don't know why. I think it's kind of crazy. I mean, they're still available at Sideshow. I'll put some links down below if you want to pick them up. But it's, I think they're super fun to add to the collection. Clearly, Ant-Man is the hero of the Marvel Universe. I mean, without his, escape and the rat and the whole thing with Endgame and the time, the quantum realm, and the whole thing. Without Ant-Man, everybody's still in the blip. They're still dead. So, I mean, he saved the Marvel Universe. How do you not own this figure, right? Let's do one more pose. All right, so last up, I had to go ahead and include the Wasp in here because honestly, I really like the Wasp. You guys will see in the unboxing, but I really do quite like the Wasp. And I was, I knew I would. I think the form factor is great. I think the wings are great. I think everything's great. The portrait's great. But I do have the light up functions going on with the helmets. I've got both of them turned on. You can see right there. You can see her eyes. You can kind of see his eyes in there. If you want to focus for me, that would be amazing. But you can see like the suit, and you're gonna focus for me now. Yeah, you can see the eyes in there. It's pretty crazy. But these two together, like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I've got her flying back there on her flight stand. I've got Ant-Man here just in a masculine pose. Nothing crazy going on there. But I really, I'm having a lot of fun with this thing. I really am liking both of these figures. And I think if you got a Marvel display, maybe you got some reward points, maybe you got something going on. I don't know. If you have the opportunity to pick these up, either new or used, you might want to do that. I think they're pretty cool. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm definitely going to have the Paul Rudd sculpt, maybe interacting with Deadpool in my display. We'll see how that plays out. Should be a lot of fun. But until then, I'm going to enjoy these figures. I got a lot more stuff coming here. Nightmare Batman's coming up very soon. Obviously the Wasp. I've got the Iron Man Mark 7 Stealth, which is actually my first plastic Iron Man. We've got Hot Toys life-size Grogu. Should be here, honestly, any minute. What else we got? Gamora, Star-Lord. So just ridiculous amount of stuff going on. So anyways, that's what we got going on, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your comments down below. And what do you think about Ant-Man? Did you pick it up? Did you not pick it up? What do you think about the portrait? You hate it? Love it? Let me know. Love to hear from you. If you haven't already joined the Facebook group, please do so. It is amazing. Got a lot of stuff going on there. And as always, click what you like. See you next time.